Gaia.
Good evening to all. Quite a rare moment at the Schechter School of Long Island. We're actually on time. And seniors, thank you for being here on time. It's not even young. It happens to the best of us. I humbly apologize to the alum that are seated here. And that voice that probably reverberates and said, oh my God, where is my kippah? So yes, I'm the one that a picture was taken of, and it probably was on the west side, somewhere in Manhattan, while some of our students were for the Shabbat box that our alum got together, and all of a sudden there was an offer picture somewhere in one of the aisles. I'm very humbled to be standing in front of my seniors, that all of them are actually wearing a kippah. So I can and to the alum that are here, yes, it is the voice. Happens to the best of us. Welcome to the 2026 Gala, and I would like to invite our senior class to come forward on stage and lead us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. ילדים, בבקשה.
Gaia. We'll just do the video after this. Okay. So we'll wait this way. As soon as I said.
tonight. It really means a lot to see this room filled with so many people who care so deeply about this school and this community. I want to start by thanking our Gala co-chairs, Dahlia Lisker and along with the entire Gala committee. These events don't just come together, as many of you know who have ever volunteered for something like this. There's many hours, they take real time, energy, and intention, and we're all benefiting from that tonight. I would love to invite Dahlia and Serena up here. We have a little gift for both of you. We should have prepared them if they're going to come up. Thank you as well to Ofra. To our entire school leadership, our faculty, many of whom are here tonight, and our staff. The work you do every day is what makes Schechter what it is. And tonight is a celebration, but it's built on what happens in the classrooms, in the hallways, and in the relationships that they build with our kids. And to our broader community, our parents, grandparents, alumni, friends, thank you. Your support, your trust, and your commitment to Schechter is what allows this place to continue to grow and thrive. This is a really important moment for our school. We are entering a new and exciting chapter. And with that comes both responsibility and opportunity. One of the things that I'm most excited about is the leadership we are bringing into that next chapter. It's my pleasure to introduce someone who many of you have already had the chance to meet or already know from your past lives and different connections, which was great to see already tonight. And he will be leading Schechter forward, our new head of school, Dr. Benjamin Mann. Ben brings a deep commitment to Jewish education, strong leadership, and a clear sense of purpose around what schools like ours need to be in this moment. We're excited for what's ahead, and we're excited for you to hear from him directly. Ben, if you can come up, please.
Erev Tov, good evening. Hi everybody, I'm Ben, and I'm honored to be the incoming head of school at the Schechter School of Gala. It's really a pleasure to be with you here tonight, celebrating Schechter's vital impact on the lives of the students and the larger Jewish community. I want to thank Stephanie and the Board of Trustees for inviting me to your special school. And thank you also again to the Gala Chairs and Committee for planning this terrific event. I have to say, I'm happy to have a good reason to step away from my Passover preparations and enjoy some delicious mates this last week before Pesach. Are your kitchens cleaned? Mine's not cleaned yet. My wife Eliza is here with me tonight, and we're hosting big seders in our house. And I do a lot of the cooking, and for Pesach it's really a team effort, and Eliza definitely rolls up her sleeves too. And I suspect that many of you are also looking ahead to a week from tonight when we'll join Jews around the world to retell our people's master story at the Seder. And there's so much work to do before then. And despite all of the work to prepare for Pesach, as a Jewish educator, I can't help but love the Seder ritual because it's the quintessential Jewish educational model. The Seder puts learners at the center of the experience in ways that align beautifully with Schechter's mission to empower its students to be critical thinkers and to ensure a vibrant Jewish future. The Seder ritual is outlined in the Mishnah Tractate Pesachim, and we read in chapter 10, Mishnah 4, Mazgulo kosheni v'kanta ben shoel aviv. They pour the second cup of wine, and that's when the child questions their parents. So central to the Seder experience is an intergenerational exchange between children and adults. The kids are in the driver's seats. They ask the questions. Mom and Dad, what's the deal with the second cup of wine? And all this other stuff we're doing tonight. We know that kids notice everything, and this educational experience is built on their natural curiosity. At the Seder, questioning is posited as the essential element to the learning process. And in the Talmud Bavli, in the Babylonian Talmud, also in Masechet Pesachim on page 116a, we read in the Gemara, the sages taught, if the child is wise and knows how to inquire, then the child asks. And if the child can't ask, then the spouse asks. And if the spouse isn't able to ask, or if there is no spouse, one asks oneself. And even if two Torah scholars who know all of the halachot of Pesach, all of the Jewish legal rulings of Passover, are sitting together and there's no one else present to pose the questions, then they ask each other. I love that. The first and best question askers are our kids, our students. They bring a fresh set of eyes to ancient texts and practices. But the implication of this teaching is that we should never stop asking questions. Questions are how we uncover truth. Questions lead to discovery. The Seder calls on us to take our students' questions seriously and also to model critical thinking for our students by asking our own questions. This is and has always been the Jewish way. Now, since my doctorate is in education, I'll frame it as a Jewish pedagogy of questioning. Our tradition tells us to challenge students to notice things for themselves, to ask hard questions about what they encounter, and to discover their own understandings within the warmth of a caring Jewish community, just like around a Seder table. And it's this commitment to nurturing critical thinking in a supportive community that makes me so excited to join you all in the vital mission of the Schechter School of Long Island. My career in Jewish educational and communal leadership has spanned the first quarter of the 21st century, a time where we've seen a rise in polarization, increased social isolation, widespread misinformation, and an alarming spread of hate. I believe Jewish tradition is the antidote for these challenges of our moment, of our time. We teach our kids to honor differences of opinion, to nurture caring relationships, to seek truth, and to love their neighbors as themselves. So I can think of nothing more impactful and important than strengthening the Schechter School of Long Island in our shared efforts to live by and pass on those timeless Jewish values. We know what to do, what our people have always done. We build magnificent schools, centers of learning that anchor our community, enrich our lives, and help our children discover their place in the Jewish story. And that's what's happening at Schechter every day. Following that educational paradigm of the Seder, Schechter students are asking critical questions, uncovering the complexity and meaning of Jewish tradition, and developing their own senses of self. And young people who own their identities, who see the Jewish story as their story, will lead our people to a vibrant Jewish future. I'm so happy and inspired to be here. I feel like my journey as a teacher, principal, Jewish communal leader, and head of school has led me to you. And I look forward to partnering with all of you to increase Schechter's enrollment and to envision and build a cutting-edge, permanent school building that will provide generations of Schechter students with the facilities to match our already premier dual, general, and Jewish studies curriculum. In this critical moment, we will stand together and forge a bright future for our special school, the Jewish community of Long Island, and the entire Jewish people. And for that, I'm grateful to all of you, the Schechter of Long Island community and supporters. Thank you to the honorees, Vicki and Arthur, Elaine and Joe, Jody and Noah, for your important roles in sustaining Schechter's mission. Thank you to the faculty and staff of the school, who do so much each day to create the Jewish learning and living experiences that nurture the students' curiosity and their identity development. A special thank you to Ofa for her ongoing and steadfast leadership. Thank you to the Board of Trustees who are stewarding Schechter into a strong future. And thank you to everyone who's here tonight, Your presence and support will ensure that the meaningful educational model of the Seder will continue to be enacted day in and day out at Schechter, so that our children ask lots of questions and grow into the future leaders of the Jewish people. Mazal Tov and Chag Kasher Sameach. I'm now pleased to invite up Rabbi Dr. Joel Levinson, the rabbi of the Midway Jewish Center, and Schechter parents to recite the Lord's Prayer.
And beautiful words to Darba and Isha Koch. I'm honored to be here along with my wife, Leora Cohen, who teaches in the lower school. We have 3 kids. Our youngest, Gideon, is in 9th grade. Sam is in 11th grade. And Shira's in the class of 2026. Part of Malta to Elaine and Joe, we've known since the kids were and gone. Malta to Vicky and Arthur. Malta to Noah, Doc, who we know as Doc Roth, who coaches the boys in hockey. Keeping them on the path of righteousness on the floor hockey team. Honored to be here with all of you this evening as we gather as a school community, a school which raises our kids to be a part and to feel that they are part, to know that they are part of 2 countries, and therefore, at this moment, the 2 greatest air forces in the world. Oh, yes, well, I was about to get to Jody Feynman. I'll come back. Thank you. Because I meant to say. And to Jody Feynman, I was going in order on purpose. And to Jody Feynman from Midway Jewish Center. I want to thank you in particular, Jody, for your leadership, your creativity, for your dedication, and for your friendship. Thank you so much. The shul Midway and the greater community is better because of you and Maddie, your mom Linda, who's here tonight, your entire mishpacha. We're so grateful. Thank you so much. So I'll come back to this school, which raises our kids to be connected to 2 countries, in particular the United States and Israel, which have the 2 greatest air forces in the world, which are working yad b'yad, hand in hand, to bring lasting peace. And so we pray as we gather safely, God willing, in this sanctuary. We pray for the people of the state of Israel, and that Operation Epic Fury brings a lasting peace to the land, as is written in the Tanakh, V'yishakef ha'aretz 40 shana, that it should be peace in the land for at least 40 years. So we pray, Ribono Shel Olam, we invoke your blessings upon the members of the American Armed Forces and the IDF, those brave men and women whose courage and commitment protects us all, whether by air, land, or sea, wherever their orders take them. We ask, dear God, that they be protected within your sheltering presence. Shield them from harm and from pain. Assuage their loneliness and sustain their faith in the face of formidable enemies that they may confront. And their efforts be crowned with victory, and the assurance that we, who depend on their courage, appreciate and understand the great difficulty of their work. Most of all, we pray, but for all soldiers is the ultimate prayer, that they be privileged to return to the loving arms of their families and a grateful country, safely, speedily, and in good health. Because of their courage, may we all be privileged to know and savor the blessings of true peace and security. We say, Amen. Amen.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Topek Diamond. I am a proud Schechter parent. enrolled my oldest sister at the Solomon Schechter Day School of Suffolk County. My middle sister would follow 2 years later, and then me 2 years after that. This 40-year-old decision is one of the greatest gifts I have ever received. My elementary school days, though years and miles from Williston Park, still felt very much like our Schechter today. Half the day spent learning secular subjects and half the day learning Jewish studies. I learned to read and write in English and Hebrew, do long division, sing my multiplication tables, and daven with my class. We had Thanksgiving celebrations and model seders, pretend flights to Israel, and Lag BaOmer field days. My elementary and middle school years built core memories of fun Jewish celebration. Sure, the bus ride from Setauket to Comac was long, and our friends were scattered through Suffolk County. And of course, there was the question of how exactly they would pay for it. But none of that could deter my parents from choosing for me and my sisters, year after year, a life of Jewish joy and pride, all wrapped up in the Schechter bow. In 1994, my parents again chose Schechter, enrolling my oldest sister in what would be the first graduating class of the Solomon Schechter High School of Long Island. Our long bus ride was replaced with catching the 7:04 train from Stony Brook to Hicksville on the Long Island Railroad, and friends were now strewn across Long Island and Queens. The choice came with more challenges. High school was rigorous. My parents were now not just choosing Jewish joy, but also Jewish intention and purpose. My high school years at Schechter were long ago, and yet still Schechter. I studied Shakespeare, Shmuel, and Spanish. Struggled through chemistry, loved creative writing, which happened in the bakery across the street, and spent plenty of time ditching mignon in the bathroom. I took Regents and APs, and I got into college. In addition to all of that, maybe more than all of that, Schechter instilled in me a value system with which I navigate the world. I was encouraged to voice my Jewish curiosity about not just school subjects, but the world around me. No question or idea was ever dismissed. Once out of the Schechter bubble, as we affectionately call it, I realized my Jewish comfort, the ability to connect with my Jewish identity in multiple ways. Sometimes prayer or study, for me always through acts of compassion and seeking justice. At Schechter, I gained my Jewish confidence, the conviction to stand firm in my Jewish self, navigate Jewish spaces or conversations, even debates and challenges, all while knowing that there is and always will be a place for me in the Jewish community. See, Schechter is not simply a school or an education. Schechter has a mission. Schechter is on a mission. Schechter grows gardens from seedlings and sprouts, rows of strong, robust Jewish leaders, watered and nurtured by the connection, warmth, and devotion of our community and our united intention. I'm not quite sure if my parents knew that this was the gift they were delivering, but I am here to tell you that they did. The Torah tells us, "V'shinantam levanecha," and you shall impress them upon your children. Words from the Shema I sang at Schechter every morning from Gala through 12th grade. When considering where to send my own children to school, I knew there was no place other than Schechter that would impress upon them the Jewish joy, intention, and purpose that I so want them to receive. I am now the giver of the gift, but Mom and Abba, you didn't tell me about the reciprocity. The excitement of my third graders singing on stage during Kabbalah Shabbat, the determination of my sixth grader studying for his first Torah reading, and the confidence of my eighth grader giving a Dvar Torah at our Shabbat table. Yes, these are my gifts to them, and yet here I am feeling boundless gratitude. I am now honored to read the Schechter School of Long Island's mission statement. May we continue to see our gifts live in perpetuity. SSLI is a Jewish day school whose dual curriculum of excellence educates and empowers its students to be critical thinkers, ethical leaders, and globally engaged citizens, striving to achieve their full potential and ensuring a vibrant Jewish future. Our core values, which support our mission, become become the essence of our students' identities and guide them through every stage of life. Torah. We instill a love of lifelong learning where questions are as valued as answers. Ahavat Israel. We foster a love and commitment to the state of Israel, to the state, language, and people of Israel as central to Jewish identity and continuity. Kehillah. We celebrate the individuality and diversity within the SSLI family and foster an inclusive and caring community. Mitzvot. We sanctify God's presence in our lives through the observance of Jewish practice. Tefillah. We encourage all students to find their unique voices in prayer. Gemilut Chasadim. We engage our students in thoughtful acts of loving kindness, generosity, and world repair. Tikkun olam. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. I feel resolved on my decision to send the 4 kids to Schechter, so thank you. So I already spoke a few minutes ago welcoming you all here. Thank you again for spending your time celebrating our wonderful community and supporting it. This is my first year serving as president of the board, which thank you. I was gonna say sometimes it's a mazel tov, sometimes it's a condolence, but I appreciate the cheering. So I feel that responsibility in a very real way. I'm also here as a parent of 4 children in the school. So for me, this isn't abstract, it's very personal. This school is shaping my kids just like it's shaping many of yours, or has shaped many of yours, or has shaped some of you. It's where they're building confidence in who they are. It's where they're learning how to think, how to lead, how to stand up for themselves and for others. And in today's world, I think that matters more than ever. This event is always special, but what matters most is what it allows us to do moving forward. We are in a moment of real momentum. We have strong leadership in place. We have a clear opportunity to grow, and we have the chance to expand the impact of this school for more students and more families. But that only happens with support. Everything that we raise tonight goes directly back into this school, into our students, into our teachers, our programs, and our ability to make a Schechter education accessible to more families. This is our largest fundraiser of the year, and your participation tonight will genuinely make a difference. So I'm asking you to take a moment to scan the QR code that should be on the screen. There it is. And please make a gift. You can choose a one-time donation or something recurring. There is no donation too small, although we appreciate every extra zero. What matters is you're part of it, and you're part of sustaining this, growing this, part of ensuring the school continues to be here for the next generation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Please watch the video you're about to see, curated by our very own Tyson Bidner, highlighting our kids.
Parents don't have the opportunity to be so involved with their child's education at the public school.
When I came to Schechter as a scared freshman, I did not know anyone that went here, and I just felt so welcomed and included.
You know, you hear about kids that don't want to go to school. I've never heard that for my kids, ever.
If I needed to describe Schechter, I would say you can have it all. We have academics, we have Hebrew, we have Judaism, and we have the mensch aspect, which is so evident.
I used to go to public school, and I mean, it wasn't very Jewish. So coming to Schechter really strengthened my Jewish identity.
One of the best decisions we made for Noah and Philip was to send them to Schechter from K-12. We couldn't have given them the Jewish connection we did at home, but I don't think we would have been as successful if not for Schechter.
The mission and the core values, you can't get that anyplace else. It's been a family for everyone. It's definitely been a family for our kids.
It's the people we are that kind of make that so easy and, kind of just keep that continuity going.
The Schechter School of Long Island holds a special place in the Long Island community, and this is a school and a community that is very necessary to the Jewish population in Long Island.
My mother's parents came in 1922, and they left Ukraine, and my great-grandfather started the journey with my grandparents. My great-grandfather acquired a Torah, and sadly he passed away on the journey, but my grandparents carried the Torah to America, and now it's in our synagogue in Huntington. He wanted to make sure that his children were Jewish when they came to America.
And all of our children and grandchildren so far have been b'nai mitzvah, using that Torah.
We made the same decision when we went to Schechter, because we wanted our children to be proud, committed Jewish Americans. And Schechter did that for us like the Torah and my great-grandfather.
There's just much more soul and more heart to be able to send your children to a school that embodies the values that you have at home.
I was the one that had welcomed them to the school. At the time, we were the Solomon Schechter Day School of Nassau County. Their oldest was already in high school, and then we got the 3 boys that did attend our school until 8th grade. And they are a true fabric of our school.
Mom and Dad were always there, instilling into us the importance of Jewish values and of family, and how Schechter as a school very much always reinforced a lot of these same values.
Schechter was fundamental for me. I'd say sports, music, just being on stage, learning presence. Some of my best friends now are from Schechter. It's rooted in everything that I am.
Talk about midor lidor, talk about from generation to generation, and really speak of continuity.
We do almost all of the holidays here, and there's a lot of them, so we're here a lot. And it's great to see everyone.
When I moved here and we got married, I said to Ari, my family is not here, and in Colombia, you live around your family. So I said to him, we need to move next to your parents because I want my kids growing up with their grandparents.
My parents have beaten a very nice path for all of us. I found it has made choices I made as an adult a lot easier.
Now Ari has a 6th grader, has a 4th grader, has a 2nd grader, the little munchkin.
To me, the selling point of the Jewish education is that they're going to develop an identity.
I've always looked up to how involved you are and the way you lead in your community, and it inspired me to take on leadership roles in college.
Their dedication and perspective. When we started our Rote program, Vicki and Arthur were key members. Now they happen 4 or 5 times a year.
So to have these beautiful programs where grandparents can come and meet with the children and really experience what they experience during the day is very meaningful to us.
We love honoring families that are multi-generational at our school because that is the future of what we're building here.
We're living our dream every day. We wanted this for our children, we wanted this for our children's children, and our grandchildren are just so blessed to have the experience that our children had.
Jewish continuity is a big thing for Zayikina. This is our way to contribute to it. We serve Jews of every denomination and every background. We're probably
probably the most diverse Jewish school on Long Island, and all of us are such a vital part of this community.
I give back to my school by volunteering, helping out with sports games.
So my role in student government is vice president, which means I'm responsible for a lot of the Jewish activities outside of classes, tefillah, and just programming in general.
I help organize events such as the SNL, Schechter Night Live.
My favorite club is Inspiring Girls because I feel like it's also very important that there's a club about girls and how to support them.
It's very important to volunteer and give back because this community has done a lot for me and I need to do my part in the community.
We love honoring parents who commit their time, their resources, their energy to really bring a wonderful experience to our children.
Elaine and her ideas.
The four most terrifying words to my husband is, I have an idea.
We know when she has an idea, it is more than an idea.
We discuss the idea here, and then I go to Ofra, and I say to her, Ofra, yesh li rayon, I have an idea. And she goes, shoot, let's go.
And it does really take a village. And that village is single-handedly by Elaine that we all say yes to.
So you never see my mom at 75% or 90% or 99% capacity. Is always at 110% capacity. She's always going above and beyond. And my dad is supporting her and helping her and making sure that whatever vision she has can come true.
And I see my mom and my dad, and I feel like, wow, how much they do for the school. And it's all because the school is just wonderful.
I know them to be both very dedicated, committed parents at Schechter.
When we discovered Schechter, we knew that there's no other place for us. You come to Schechter because you want to be there, because you believe in these core values.
A beacon of tolerance, a beacon of knowledge, a beacon of community, a beacon of academics.
Having smaller classes, you get kind of like a very individualized learning style. When you walk into the teacher's lounge, you feel like everyone there is welcoming. So the teachers are always happy to help.
The teachers do so much work in teaching the kids Hebrew. When they recite the prayers, they're not doing it robotically, mechanically. They understand what they're saying.
I don't think I could have been better prepared to go into college. And I know that even in college, I'm going to be excited to come visit the school because of the teachers.
When I see my children and how happy they are in this Schechter environment, that motivates me to come more and to do more. Every time I step in the school, I leave with a smile. And it's just a wonderful feeling.
Here in New York, like not everybody's a Jew and not everybody likes Jews. But here I just feel like it's a mini Israel.
Like everybody here is Jewish, so we all are together, we all celebrate the holidays in school.
And you do really fun things there. For holidays, Hanukkah. Yeah. At the beginning of the year, I didn't really know any Hebrew. So I'll make a bunch of people to help me and learn more. And now I would say I got way better.
Through all the classes I've had, such as Israel Seminar, Rabbinics, Jewish Core Studies, I've learned a lot about Jewish history, but I've also learned a lot about Jewish advocacy.
We have students that did serve in the army.
Having an alum be one of the innocent lives that were taken, I think it showed how Schechter as a community comes together.
We're a network that wants to help each other in need. We want to celebrate with each other when there's simchas, and we also want to lend a helping hand.
Jody Feynman is not only an alum parent, but also such a committed member of our community.
Jody was the first person to just stand at my doorstep and say, what can we do?
Jody went all in and fulfilled that sacred task with everything she could and poured her heart and soul into trying to bring Omer home.
By the postings, by middle of the night.
Whether it was a meal chain, or shirts that need to be printed out, or selling the dog tags and the yellow pins, anything, really. She was our right arm.
It really was an inspiration to watch her day to day giving of herself.
They are truly a power couple, compassionate leaders, connectors, both of them, and they complement each other beautifully. With Jody and Maddie, it was an immediate click.
Our family connections started with Max and Omer being in the same school year and being mates growing up.
They joined us in Omer's bar mitzvah with our family in Israel and Jerusalem, and we joined their bar mitzvah at the Kotel, and then we took a road trip.
And we went down to the Negev, watching the skies together with a telescope. I had a bonfire, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of Shabbats, a lot of holidays together, just a strong connection as families.
Jody and I joined forces on many different projects at Schechter, and we became close through that as well.
I remember all the years that Jody and Blaine worked on the...
We worked on the art auction every year.
The art auctions that she used to do, the way that she had done it was so eloquently.
She gets along with any person. It doesn't matter what their background is, she'll find a way to connect. That's just an amazing quality, bringing people together like that. She's very, very modest. It's always about what the task is at hand, what can I do to help, never about herself.
The kids that are in the building today, all what they know about Omer is through our stories.
It's just a community where you know that when your family or someone you love can have such a terrible thing happen to them, you know that you have an entire community that's there to back you up.
The Legacy Day will be a day that is going to be dedicated to the love of Israel, leadership.
And it's just important that we continue to use Omer's name in engaging young Jewish and non-Jewish leaders, understanding the importance of supporting Israel.
On this Legacy Day, we are going to be teaching, practicing the attributes that Omer had left us.
Very Zionistic and passionate about Israel and about his Jewish identity. Inclusive and connecting, being a connector between communities is really in Omer's way.
A real life Jewish hero. An everyday hero is really meaningful.
And it is upon us to keep his neshama, whom he is, and his role in this building.
When we were at Bay Terrace Jewish Center, the rabbi would always make the motion, but he used to call Noah up and he would wash his hands, and Noah said, Ale Tilayatayim, and the rabbi was like, the bracha. This was a kid. And I knew that that was the direction I wanted to give him by sending him to Schechter, and look how well it turned out. Best decision of my life.
We're so thrilled to honor Noah Roth, who's not only an alumni, but such an incredible presence on our campus for our high school hockey team.
My favorite part about Noah, the doc, is how much he loves to coach. He's always honest with us. It's the rules of show up, shut up, and love each other. Really bring our team together as a family. He sees all our potential, really just being better people.
He's truly all in on every single person he meets and wants the best for those people.
I remember saying to the kids, like when I first started, like, I'm not a coach, I'm not a teacher. You know, I care about the school and I care about the game of hockey. So let's see what we can do. And you know, here we are. It's kind of worked out.
Noah puts his full heart and soul into everything he does.
Noah joined the Islanders about 3 years ago. He's really focused specifically at UBS and his work on the Jewish community.
I was at the Tel Aviv Jerusalem game last year, and it was amazing to see a fantastic arena lit up with playing Israeli music. Every station was kosher food.
And Noah is a huge reason for that.
It's been an amazing, role model for me to have Noah as my brother growing up, always kind of putting me in the right direction, pointing me down the right path.
I would say he's more a friend than a colleague at this point.
He's been called Doc forever. I mean, it's part of the tradition.
Everyone calls him Dog. I don't know for sure where that came from.
My My honest answer is I have no idea. You probably
Maybe because there's problems and you fix them along the way.
No. Like a what's up doc kind of thing. That's what I think. I don't know.
Josh, why do we call Noah Doc?
Because he was his first year coaching. For whatever reason, Doug Ginsburg and like that group, they just started calling him Doc.
I'm gonna call Noah Short. Noah Ross. Doc. Who gave it to him?
He's the Doc. He's the Doc.
Doc, I need an answer.
There's something beautiful about the fact that it doesn't actually have a meaning. It's the Doc. Because I really don't know where the name Doc comes from.
No one knows why.
Parents came up to me and they're like, "Are you going to medical school?" And the doc thing. I said, "No." They just started calling me that.
He really is doing the most important thing, which is mentoring the kids and being good boys and showing them the way and how things are done.
He just never really looks out for himself more than anyone else.
Between the Islanders and Schechter, I had 22 hockey games in 24 nights. We still do it with a smile.
April 13th with our new incoming head of school, Benjamin Mann.
Very excellent educator with a lot of experience, and he brings a wealth of knowledge.
The relationships with other Jewish institutions and really putting the Schechter School of Long Island on the map in the Jewish broader community.
And I know he's going to do a great job at Schechter.
I think it's an amazing and special place.
Because of the sense of community.
It's where we are all united, learning under one roof.
Schechter makes learning fun.
You can express yourself.
Everyone is understanding and thoughtful.
Everyone knows everyone. It just feels like a family.
And now to the essence. They say practice for 2 minutes. And to the essence of what makes us a community that I'm proud to be of for the last 44 years. I would like to welcome Vicky and Arthur Perler, our first honorees. I met the Perlers, I don't know how many years ago. They moved from Maryland, Potomac. And the kids had gone to Charles E. Smith. And here we are, a family of 4, but we were lucky enough to get only 3 of them because Jeremy had the chutzpah of already being a high school kid. The 3 boys, Ari, Jeremy, and Jacob. I just needed a gentle reminder. You are the thread that runs through our past, present, and future. Well, I salute you for your presence on the board of, and for your ongoing generosity. I'm most appreciative of your work on the Durham committee. As an alumni parent and a current grandparent, your unwavering dedication is ensuring that a Schechter education will be available for all generations to come. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Toda. Our next honoree, the one that when she walks into the building, you'd better hide. She comes with ideas, and Joe and I just have to say, of course. If it is a flag that needs to be put together with God only knows how many flowers, and if that flag that is now in our school, and of course, what's the problem? Let's move it to Midway Jury Center. And what's the problem? Let's move it into the gym. And how do we take it to Midway? God only knows. But Joe and I, what we know is yes, dear. May you please come forward. Elaine Bernardi and Joe Bernardi. When I think of a powerful volunteering, I think of you. When I think of Schechter emissaries, I do think of you, Elaine. You have been the backbone of so many school initiatives, and your talent, patisserie, and enthusiasm constantly raising the bar. I am forever in awe of your dedication and commitment to our school. And Elaine, no more crazy ideas to that. Schechter Award to our honoree, Jody Feynman. Tov Shem Tov Mi Shem Tov. Yes, Jody, we were together for Omer's bar mitzvah. We both were there at the Jewish Quarter on that Hanukkah. We did play, what was the game? Scavenger hunt. We did actually, as we drove in Yerushalayim, all of a sudden a window is get rolled down and hi, Ofa, and here we are. And two of my alums that are seated here, Ben Feynman and Ben, where is the other Ben? Hakim. Where are you, kiddo? The puppies did make it to Israel. And the idea of a bar mitzvah project for the seeing eye dog, the senior class did take those dogs, and since then we are still in contact with. But nothing describes Jody the best of what she had done October 7th. There is, it would be an honor enough to recognize your involvement in the school as an active and giving parent, Jody. But the hours that you dedicated after October 7th to be the voice of the neutral family through your WhatsApp group updates helped our Schechter community get through some very dark hours. Your reporting on Omer and other hostages enabled us to understand an untenable situation from afar. We are forever grateful for you, Jody. Toda. Nobody had taught me and told me that when you order any hockey jersey, you do not go to the XL because usually it comes with padding. So the rest of the Schechter School of Long Island can fit into this. Our alumni award honoree, Noah Roth, Doc, There is nothing more humbling to be part of a community, looking around and seeing all of my children. And whenever I speak of my children, my kids know whom they are. It's not my biological ones. It's the one that are part of my life and I'm part of theirs. Noah, you saw the video because everybody calls you Doc. Nobody knows why. But Jordan Abada is not here because the year that Ari Germain and I were honored, I don't know how many years ago, the favorite thing is to stand up here and imitate Ofra's cell number. Yes, it's 516-322-6322. But I can reassure you that any alum of our school, whenever they see that number, they know better to pick it up. If it's in New Zealand, if it is in Australia, and if it's in Dublin, while maybe pre-gaming a little bit St. Paddy's Day. I'm in school on a Sunday, I'm trying to figure out why are you called Doc? And it was very interesting how everybody was passing the baton and saying, I don't know, ask the other class. I don't know what to ask the other class. Noah, sure, said it's the best. Often, not every nickname has to have a reason. It's just it. So, yes, Doc Roth, and yes, no, it's not medical school, and the kids have no clue why they call him Doc. There is a saying that we have. Once a Schechter student, always a Schechter student. As an alumnus and a current Schechter hockey coach, you bring knowledge of our school culture and spirit of camaraderie to a sport that has impacted our students in joyful ways. It is joyful because eventually we win a game or two. And yes, last year they actually were maybe bribed with a dinner and they made it to the leader, God knows how, but they did it. Your kindness, skill, humility, and enthusiasm are qualities I know our student will emulate as they mature. Noah Roth, Doc to Doc. And now to my alumni, my seniors, the one that are seated here. Bevakasha, come forward for a little taste from your high school Hebrew play. Bevakasha.
כנר על הגג. זה נשמע מטורף, לא? אבל כאן מעטף כלכלה שלנו, כל אחד מאיתנו הוא כנר על הגג. המנסה לחבר לעצמו איזו מפתח שירה ערבה, וללכוד ולשמור מלחמתו. ואיך אנחנו מצליחים לשמור על שיווי המשקל? על זה נוכל לעלות במילה אחת, מסורת. מה ללבוש ואיך לישון. כך יודע כל אחד ואחד מאיתנו מי הוא ומה אלוהיו מצפה ממנו. אבות! לי עובד קשה כל היום וכל הלילה, בלי לנוח רגע, בלי להתלונן. לי יש הזכות כראש המשפחה להיות נושא גבון באדום.
parents of seniors, this is just a taste of our celebrations to come, but also a reminder of all that has led up to the moment of the senior play, God willing, the senior trip, and finally, graduation. To you parents of younger students, whether your children are in the lower school, middle, or high schools, you're in the midst of a Schechter education. And your commitment to our school is vital. And to your alumni parents, well, I suspect you look at our seniors and immediately recognize that Schechter character, a confidence, a humility, and enthusiasm. Look where your kids are now. And because you are here tonight, you're perhaps willing to recognize how Schechter has helped your children navigate their adult world. We are counting on you, parents, as we boldly move into the future. We need the next generation, all generations, to be honest. To our alumni who are here, you're the ones who can also make a difference, and some of you already are. Be the connectors between your past and present and the future of all those coming up. You're inseparable. Together, we can ensure the future of our school and our community, and reinforce our commitment to raising proud Jewish citizens. Every dollar raised for this event tonight goes to support this cause. So thank you truly for your generosity. Guys, it's upon us. It is whom we are and what we are, and we are stronger together. We truly, truly will appreciate any support for the years to come. We are Schechter, we are stronger together. Before we now conclude this night, I would like the seniors to stand up in their chairs, and we would like to conclude with Hatikva, a true hope for a better world that you are going to be making a difference in today. Festivities begin.